Aloha and welcome to Moonscopes Astrology. I'm your host, KG STILES. I'm here to connect you with your passion and what you love. This is your astrology forecast for the fire trine between Jupiter and Leo and Uranus and Aries. During 2014 and 2015, Jupiter and Uranus are forming a fire trine, and this October and November, Jupiter and Uranus will form, and through December, actually, they will form a grand fire trine with each of your personal planets. Also, Saturn, the manifestor, will move into Sagittarius at the end of this year, forming a grand fire trine of energy. Keep your eye on the fire trine and grand fire trines forming in 2014 and 2015. This represents supreme harmony and inspiration, an opportunity for expansion, good fortune, breakthroughs, and newfound freedom. In today's report, I'll give you some of the exact peak dates for you to know for each of the fire trines between Jupiter and Leo and Uranus and Aries and grand fire trines that will be forming. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate your being here and hope you enjoy this show. Please leave your comments and let me know how things are going for you. So as always, if you have personal planets or points within 3 to 6 degrees of a sign, you'll feel the celestial event more strongly, and the planets in fire signs will have the biggest release of the old with an opportunity for powerful new beginnings through 2015. Those of you with personal planets or points in air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, will experience lots of opportunities as well. Additionally, Aquarius will need to confront and release some of their hidden control patterns. I've posted a world clock time zone converter for you beneath this video so you can find out the exact times in your part of the world. On September 25th, the fire trine between Uranus at 15 degrees Aries and Jupiter at 15 degrees Leo is exact for the first time. This represents supreme harmonious energy flow that is expansive and freeing. This expansion and good fortune is likely to come about in unexpected ways that are surprising and unsettling at first. The sudden new breakthroughs occurring now, though good, can feel stressful and uncomfortable at first as you adjust to the changes. The fire trine between Jupiter and Uranus will be active until mid-July, when the planets begin to separate for the final time. This fire trine between Jupiter and Leo and Uranus and Aries will get activated and amped up every time a faster moving celestial body like the Sun, Moon, Mercury, or Venus moves through the sister fire sign of Sagittarius this fall. I'll give you the peak dates in a moment for each of the signs, and the Moon, of course, will amp things up monthly as it makes its transit through all the zodiac signs. Fire trine energy elevates and activates your energy to help you more easily move forward. The changes can be quick and unexpected, full of inspiration, heart, adventure, risk-taking, romance, childlike trust and innocence, and an extraordinary willingness to make changes and try new things. Essentially, the fire trine acts to protect and propel you forward and more easily make necessary changes. Now for your report on the peak active dates for the grand fire trine formed by your personal planets. October 4th, the grand fire trines come into a peak phase as Mars at 14 degrees Sagittarius perfectly trines Uranus and Aries. This is the same day that Mercury stations retrograde at 2 degrees Scorpio. This energy could feel very nervous and amped up, with energy spurring you on to innovate and make change. Your mind does an about face, goes internal, and is very active. This is an intense kickoff to the Mercury retrograde period when your mind could be internally very active for the duration of the retrograde phase. Meditate and focus your mind on outcomes you want to create in your life as you review mental habit patterns that you need to let go of to relate more harmoniously within yourself and with others. We are on the threshold of the 15 degrees Aries lunar eclipse on October 8th and 0 degrees Scorpio solar eclipse on October 23rd. For more about the Aries lunar and Scorpio solar eclipses, click the on-screen link to watch my September and October 2014 lunar and solar eclipse cycle. Also on October 4th, the Sun at 11 degrees Libra squares Pluto in Capricorn, representing a power struggle between yourself and someone else or within yourself. You could break through an established pattern of relating within yourself and with others. Astrologically, this peak window of time is amped up as on October 4th, the same day Mercury stations retrograde at 2 degrees Scorpio, the Sun at 11 degrees Libra squares Pluto in Capricorn, which could represent a power struggle between yourself and someone in authority and a need to break an old habit pattern. On October 7th, the day before the Aries total lunar eclipse, the Sun at 14 degrees Libra opposes Uranus in Aries, forming a finger of fate, with Uranus being the apex. Uranus is within orb of a conjunction with the South Node, which is also about releasing past fate and karmic patterns from your life. Now there is an opportunity to release very old pattern in this area of your chart where Uranus is located. Look to the fire trine and where it's happening in your chart for your way through. The release and change that's catalyzed now is supported by Jupiter and Mars, which expands and gives leverage to your releasing something from your past that's held you back. As well, the Sun conjunct the North Node from the head forms the head of a kite pattern, helping you to head in the direction you need to go. As Uranus is the tail of the kite, which provides balance to the kite pattern, the energies are erratic, with possibility of unexpected twists and turns occurring. Uranus is moving to perfectly conjunct the South Node in Aries and oppose the North Node in Libra on the day the Sun moves into Aquarius on January 20th or 21st, 2015, depending on what part of the world you live in. So the pressure is on to illuminate where you need to head, what you need to let go of in order to get to your destination. Then on October 8th, the day of the Scorpio solar eclipse, the grand fire trine shifts slightly as Mars moves to the 16 degrees Sagittarius and forms a perfect trine with Jupiter at 16 degrees Leo. Mars, the planet of desire and taking action, drives you to be proactive, open your heart and mind to new freedom. As Mars in Sagittarius moves past the 16 degrees Sagittarius on October 9th, the grand fire trine begins to lose its force. Here are more Grand Fire Trine peak dates for you in 2014 and 2015. From November 26 to December 4th, Venus at 12 degrees Sagittarius links up to form a Grand Fire Trine, first with the Uranus in Aries, then Jupiter at 22 degrees Leo. Your heart, represented by Venus, expands and opens and soars with new innovation and creative ideas. From December 4th to December 14th, the Sun at 12 degrees Sagittarius links up to form a Grand Fire Trine, first with Uranus in Aries, then Jupiter at 22 degrees Leo. Your life force energy is recharged, your will force engaged to implement new innovations and creative solutions. From December 5th to December 12th, Mercury at 12 degrees Sagittarius links up to form a Grand Fire Trine, first with Uranus in Aries, then Jupiter at 22 degrees Leo. Your mind, represented by Mercury, opens and expands with new, innovative ideas. From late November to mid-December, you're aligned in your heart, mind, and purpose to break free and realize greater potential for yourself. This represents a powerful and dynamic freedom urge at play. This powerfully dynamic freedom urge to innovate and express creatively leads you to your experience of the sixth exact square between Pluto in Capricorn and Uranus in Aries on December 14th. This is a peak date for you when Uranus the Awakener conjunct the South Node at 12 degrees Aries, forms its sixth exact square to Pluto in Capricorn, and forms a T-square with the Libra moon conjunct the North Node. The Libra moon also forms a kite pattern with the Grand Fire Trine between Jupiter and Leo, Uranus conjunct the South Node in Aries, and your personal planets, the Sun and Mercury, which, though moving off their exact Grand Trine aspects, are still activating it. The Grand Fire Trine and kite patterns are reminiscent of the Grand Water Trine that formed between Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune, and with Pluto in Capricorn, that was active over the past year until Jupiter moved into Leo this summer. This time, however, the Grand Trine is in fire, and the kite pattern is with air sign Libra. This represents a shift in your consciousness after the emotional healing work that preceded it. Also during this window of time, from December 14th to to December 20th, Venus at 5 degrees Capricorn sextiles the planet Neptune in Pisces, followed by Mercury in Capricorn at the same 5 degree of Capricorn, also sextiling Neptune on December 20th. Also on December 20th, Mars, the activator, at 12 degrees Aquarius sextiles Uranus, the awakener, in Aries. This represents a lot of energy and drive to awaken and break through with new innovations. Then on December 24th, Saturn moves into Sagittarius, supporting the fire trine energy at play and withdrawing support from the status quo and old structures represented by Pluto in Capricorn. There's a tremendous shift as Saturn in Sagittarius now energizes the fire trine, supporting freedom, inspiration, and new innovations. The old systems go offline, whether those systems are individual or societal. On January 10th, 2015, Mercury and Venus conjunct at 7 degrees Aquarius and sextile Uranus in Aries for about a week's time. This represents a meeting of your mind and heart and opportunities for visionary and innovative breakthroughs. Now the gateway opens to the second trine between Uranus at 14 degrees Aries and Jupiter in Leo, with the peak of the exact trine occurring on March 3rd, 2015. Uranus is still within orb of conjunction with the South Node, now at 10 degrees Aries. Then on March 16th, we have the final square between Pluto at 15 degrees in Capricorn and Uranus in Aries. Final blockages to the individual freedom and innovation in the form of old programs and rules are released. This is a peak time period. Keep your eye on the fire trine to help you innovate and rise above former circumstances to create new visions for yourself and our world. On June 18th, we have the final peak of the fire trine between Jupiter at 20 degrees Leo trine to Uranus in Aries. The activation for new innovations, breakthroughs, as well as release of the old patterns and structures has now been completed. Well, those are the astrological lineup of energies unfolding for you during the fire trine forming between Jupiter and Leo and Uranus and Aries, and the grand fire trine with the nodes and your personal planets through 2015. Thanks again for joining me for this special forecast. If you're watching this video anywhere else except my website, please click the on-screen link. Head over to my website where you can sign up for free to receive future astrological updates that I only send out by email. I'll be back soon with another astrology forecast, so stay tuned. I wish you success and happiness always. Until next time, relax, enjoy your life, and stay connected.